I used to think choosing myself meant that I was being selfish, but now I realize I was disappearing. I don't believe God created me just to survive my life. I believe He created me to become. Hey, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, then welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about what it truly means to choose you again. Not in a selfish way and not in a way where you're abandoning everyone around you, but in a way where you're finally stopping abandoning yourself. Because I had to be honest with myself. For a long time, I was showing up for everyone else except for me. I was showing up as being a mother. I was handling responsibilities. I was trying to keep everything together. But somewhere in the middle of all of that, I started losing pieces of myself. And the scary part is, I didn't even notice it at first. I just thought that I was tired. I thought that I was overwhelmed. I thought that I was, just being lazy. I needed my rest. But the truth is, I was living a version of myself that I didn't feel like me anymore. And after uploading chapter 1, I realized something. I almost talked myself out of posting because of fear. And that fear is coming from me not feeling like the person that I know I'm meant to be. I almost let the thought of nobody seeing these videos almost stop me. But then I had to ask myself, what would the woman that I am becoming do? And that answer was simple. She would post it. Not because she thought that it would go viral, not because she had everything figured out, not because she was confident, but because she made a promise to herself. And it does not always look like a big life change. Sometimes it just looks like one promise. Sometimes it looks like getting up whenever you feel discouraged. Sometimes it looks like posting scared. Sometimes it looks like having no idea what you're doing and you're over here looking at the script that you wrote for yourself, just so you can make sure that you're following your pinpoints and what you're trying to get across in this video. And sometimes it looks like saying, I cannot keep waiting for the woman that I am supposed to be, and I just need to go ahead and start now. And I think so many women, especially mothers, struggle with this. It's because as mothers, we are so used to being needed. We are so used to making sure everybody else is okay. We always put ourselves on the back burner instead of asking one simple question: how am I doing? But I'm learning that choosing myself does not mean that I love my children any less. It does not mean that I am neglecting my responsibilities. It means that I am finally allowing myself to be whole. Because my children do not need a mother who disappears. They need a mother who becomes. They need to see me trust God. They need to see me keep going. They need me to build a life that shows them what faith, courage, and consistency looks like. And sis, I need you to hear this. You are not selfish for wanting more. You are not selfish for needing peace. You are not selfish for healing. You are not selfish in wanting to become the woman God created you to be. You are allowed to rebuild. You are allowed to dream big. You are allowed to start over. You are allowed to have financial freedom. You are allowed to choose yourself again. The shift this week is simple. I want you to ask yourself, what is one way I have been abandoning myself? Not to shame yourself, not to judge yourself, just be honest. Maybe you stop praying for yourself like you used to. Maybe you stop caring for your health. Maybe you stopped believing in your dreams, believing in yourself. But whatever it is, I want you to choose one small way to come back to yourself this week. Just one. For me, this journey is one of those ways. Every time I record, every time I post, every time I show up, I am telling myself, Ronnie, you are still worth becoming. And maybe that is what you need to tell yourself too. You are still worth becoming. You are still worth showing up for. So if you're in the season where you're learning to choose yourself again, I want you to know you are not alone. This is why I created this space. This is why we are becoming sisters. Because we are not waiting until life is perfect to start becoming. We are becoming right here and right now. In the middle of motherhood, in the middle of faith, in the middle of rebuilding, in the middle of healing, in the middle of figuring it out. So, my reflection question for you is, what is one way you are choosing yourself again this season? Comment below and let me know. And if you are rebuilding your life, your identity, your faith, or your confidence, I would love for you to subscribe and become a part of the Becoming Sisters community. And in the next chapter, we're going to be talking about the versions of ourselves we had to become to survive. Because sometimes the old you was necessary in that season, but she cannot lead you into your future. I will see you in chapter 3.